Hi friends, welcome back to Simple Home with Sherry. Today I'm making one of my favorite summer recipes. A quick and easy pasta salad that's perfect to keep in the fridge for supper or to pack up for lunch the next day. We like to keep things simple around here, and this recipe definitely fits the bill. Let's get started. The first thing I did was I gathered all of my ingredients and grabbed a large pot to boil the pasta. For today's recipe, I'm using the Clubhouse Pasta Salad Seasoning Mix. This video isn't sponsored, I just like using it because it makes the recipe so quick and easy. I'm also using bowtie or farfalle pasta, red, yellow, and green bell peppers, and cherry tomatoes. Normally, I'd add a cucumber too, but I didn't have one on hand, and I wasn't about to make a trip to the grocery store just for one. We're just going to use what we have because that's how we do things around here. I filled my pot about halfway with water and put it on the stove to come to a boil. While I waited, I started washing and chopping the vegetables. I saw this bell pepper hack online about a year ago, and I've been using it ever since. You simply push the stem into the pepper and pull it apart, and most of the seeds and core come right out. Sometimes I still have to trim away a few of the white ribs inside, but for the most part, it works really well. Of course, the one time I'm filming it for you, it decides not to cooperate quite as nicely. Isn't that always the way? Once the peppers were cleaned, I chopped them into small, bite-sized pieces. Meanwhile, Rosie was patiently waiting at my feet. She absolutely loves bell peppers, so she usually gets a piece or two whenever I'm cutting them up. I don't think she'd let me forget if I didn't. I put the chopped peppers into a bowl and set them aside. Next, I cut all the cherry tomatoes in half. By then, my water had come to a boil, so I added 3 cups of the bowtie pasta and cooked it according to the package directions. I let it simmer for about 9 minutes. It was still a little al dente, and looking back, I probably would have cooked it another couple of minutes, but it still turned out delicious. While the pasta cooked, I mixed up the dressing. According to the package directions, I combined the seasoning mix with a 1/4 cup of vinegar and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Now, I didn't bother getting out the 1/2 cup measuring cup. I just measured 2 1/4 cups of oil instead. One less dish to wash. As you know, I like to clean up as I go and put everything away. Well, this time that plan backfired. I accidentally tipped over the bowl with the dressing and spilled a little bit. Oops. Thankfully, it wasn't much, so I just added a little splash more oil, gave it another stir, and called it good enough. Once the pasta was finished cooking, I drained it in the colander and left it under my range hood fan to cool down a little faster. I gave it a few stirs to help release the heat. Once the pasta had cooled enough, I transferred it to a large bowl, added the chopped peppers, tomatoes, and dressing, and mixed everything together until it was all coated. And just like that, dinner prep was done. I popped the pasta salad into the refrigerator for a few hours so it could chill before supper. From start to finish, this recipe took me about 25 minutes, and now I have plenty left over for easy lunches during the week. I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me today. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more simple recipes, homemaking, and everyday life. Bon appetit! Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!